Oliver is a white Persian cat. He is very playful. His fluffy white fur and bright blue eyes make him look like a little cloud with a lot of energy. Every day he finds new ways to entertain himself and his family. Whether it's chasing a ball of yarn or pouncing on a feather toy, Oliver is always on the move. He is very curious too. Oliver loves exploring every nook and cranny of the house. He often peeks into cupboards, climbs onto shelves, and even tries to open doors with his little paws. His curiosity knows no bounds, and it often leads him to the most unexpected places. One sunny morning, Oliver woke up with a spring in his step. The warm sunlight streamed through the window, casting a golden glow on his fur. He stretched his legs and yawned, ready to start another day full of adventures. The sound of music filled the air. It was a cheerful tune that made the whole room feel alive. The melody seemed to dance around the room, inviting anyone who heard it to join in the fun. It was coming from the radio. Oliver loved music. He started to dance. His ears perked up, and his eyes sparkled with excitement. He couldn't resist the rhythm and began to move his body to the beat. Oliver swayed his fluffy tail. The gentle swishing of his tail matched the tempo of the music perfectly. It was as if he had been practicing this dance for years. He wiggled his little bottom. His movements were so precise and in sync with the music that it was hard to believe he was just a cat. Oliver's dance was a delightful sight to behold. He bounced up and down. His paws tapped the floor in time with the beat, and his whole body seemed to be filled with the joy of the music. Oliver's energy was infectious, and it was impossible not to smile while watching him. It was so funny to watch. His family couldn't help but laugh at his adorable antics. Oliver's dance brought so much happiness and laughter to the house. Oliver spun around and around. He twirled in circles, his fur fluffing out as he moved. It was a mesmerizing performance that showcased his playful spirit and love for music. He imagined he was a famous dancer. In his mind, he was performing on a grand stage with an audience cheering for him. Oliver's imagination took him to a world where he was the star of the show. He purred happily to the beat. The music filled his heart with joy, and his purring was a testament to his contentment. Oliver's love for music and dancing made every day a little brighter. Soon, Oliver felt hungry. He rubbed against his owner's legs. "Meow, meow," he purred. He was asking for breakfast. His owner knew what he wanted. She opened a can of tuna. It was Oliver's favorite. Oliver ate his breakfast quickly. He lapped up every last morsel. Then he cleaned his face with his paw. He was a very clean cat. Oliver licked his lips. That was delicious, he thought. After breakfast, it was time to play. Oliver loved his toys. Every morning after a hearty meal, he would dash to his toy basket, eager to start his day with fun and games. He had a sparkly ball, a fluffy mouse, and a long feathery string. Each toy had its own special place in his heart, and he would spend hours exploring the different ways to play with them. Oliver batted at the sparkly ball. The way it shimmered and rolled across the floor fascinated him. He would chase it around, pouncing and swatting, his eyes wide with excitement. He chased the fluffy mouse. It was his favorite game. The mouse would dart and dodge, and Oliver would leap and bound, his tail flicking with anticipation. He pounced on the feathery string. The way it fluttered and danced in the air was irresistible. He would jump high, trying to catch it, his paws swiping at the elusive toy. He was having so much fun. His playful antics filled the room with joy and laughter. Every toy brought a new adventure, and Oliver embraced each one with boundless energy. Oliver's owner watched him play. She loved seeing him so happy and active. His joy was contagious, and she couldn't help but smile as she observed his playful nature. She laughed at his silly antics. Whether he was chasing his tail or trying to fit into a too-small box, Oliver always found a way to make her laugh. "You're such a funny cat, Oliver," she said. Her voice was filled with affection and amusement. Oliver looked up at her, his eyes sparkling with mischief. Oliver purred and brushed against her leg. He loved the attention and the bond they shared. Her presence made his playtime even more special. He loved playing with his owner. Their bond was unbreakable, and every moment spent together was filled with love and joy. Oliver's playful spirit brought endless happiness to their home. Section 4. A blur of white fur. Suddenly Oliver saw something move. It was so quick that he almost missed it. His heart raced as he tried to focus on the blur of white fur that had just darted past him. A small brown mouse darted across the floor. Oliver's eyes widened in surprise and excitement. He had been waiting for this moment all day, and now it was finally here. He crouched low to the ground, his muscles tensing in anticipation. Every fiber of his being was focused on the tiny creature that had invaded his territory. He was ready to pounce. His eyes locked onto the mouse, and he could almost taste victory. The room seemed to grow quieter as he prepared to make his move. In a flash, Oliver sprang forward. His body moved with incredible speed and precision, a testament to his natural hunting instincts. He chased the mouse all over the room. He was so fast. The mouse zigzagged in a desperate attempt to escape, but Oliver was relentless. He knocked over a few items in his pursuit, but he didn't care. The mouse ran under the sofa. Oliver couldn't reach it. He pawed at the gap, frustration building as he realized his prey was just out of reach. He sat down and waited. His eyes never left the spot where the mouse had disappeared. He knew that patience was key in moments like these. He would catch that mouse eventually. Oliver's determination was unwavering. He was a hunter, and he knew that sooner or later the mouse would make a mistake, and when it did, he would be ready. Section 5. Contentment in every purr. As the day came to an end, Oliver felt tired but happy. He snuggled up on the sofa next to his owner. He purred softly. It had been a wonderful day. Oliver closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep. He dreamed of dancing, eating and playing. He couldn't wait for another fun-filled day tomorrow.